incredible condition at 33.
Again, congratulations to both guys there. Good example of their work ethic and work rate. It appeared for all money they were tied up in a clinch, and both men were happy to fight and punch their way out of the situation. Malcolm Bullner has been asked to do very little over the course of the last 29 minutes.
Have a look at the face of Nakamura. It's looking very much the worse for wear. I'm surprised that Malcolm hasn't stopped to tape that glove. He must consider it's not too much of a problem. He'll probably take it up at the end of the round. The tape coming loose.
Respectfully, Nakamura's not thrown the left that much. His main weapon's the backhand right. Pradeep doing all the damage with the left, as he does again.
Round 10 coming up to 11 and 12. The championship rounds are coming up to 30 seconds remaining in round 10. I really reckon we're going to go down the wire to the end of 12. And at this stage, you know, like Pradeep Singh, huge lead. Oh, good call. Good punches.
Beautiful right hands with 20 seconds remaining in round number 10. Can Nakamura see out the round?
Yeah, I think he's gonna.
Walks into another two-punch Singh combination. Still throwing punches as the man from Osaka. Incredible determination. Brother. 30 minutes of high energy work, and both men look set to come out for round 11.
Straight down the middle. More letters. Yeah, all right. Sit down on it.
Good fight to end our July edition of Big Time Boxing. Murray Thompson is the promoter and trainer of the young man in red, Pradeep Singh. I think on two fronts, Murray could be very proud tonight and very happy. He's drawn another good crowd here. Done well for Victorian and Australian boxing. But in fight number 11 in a young career, this is exactly what Pradeep Singh needs.
Oh, look, you know, this is a great test for him. There's no doubt about that, Andy. This really is a test of his mettle, because he's been put... Look at that tape. I'm surprised Malcolm didn't grab it at the end of the last round, but had to be done. But, yeah, real test of Pradeep Singh's mettle. And so far he's stood up to it. He's looked fatigued in the corners and quite distressed at times. He's certainly been put under a lot of pressure.
Tape just being applied to the glove of Eiji Nakamura.
Okay, no instructions, Okay.
Wasn't instructions that Eiji was looking for there. It was just a little bit of time out. Certainly not going to hurt. Good crippling body shot. It appears to be crippling anyway from Pradeep Singh, and Nakamura hardly flinched.
No, I don't think Pradeep's getting enough weight in his body shots.
7 knockouts in 10 victories for Pradeep Singh. And it appears he's had ample opportunity to knock out Eiji Nakamura, but has been unable to. Certainly not being critical of Pradeep. I'm just trying to illustrate how tough the opponent is.
Well, you do. I mean, you have to be critical too. I mean, it's, you know, they're talking big things for him. This is a fight that's going to put Singh into the world rankings. And you know, Nakamura, I looked at his record. He has been stopped on a number of occasions, and it doesn't look to me as though Pradeep's got the power to finish. He looked like it in the second round, but all credit to the Japanese. He's soaked up a lot of leather, and I think he's going to be there at the end of the 12th, and he's still throwing some big shots here.
4.5 minutes to go. We're headed to the judges. 2 Australian and 1 Japanese judge. That could be interesting in itself.
Yeah, good call. It'll be interesting to see how the Japanese judge scores it. I bet you it's a lot...
vastly different from Gus Makiri and Annika Williams. And again, you never know.
Yep.
Thoroughly enjoyed this as a sporting contest.
Yeah, no, it's been a good fight. It's,
and in the right spirit too. A lot of people don't enjoy boxing, and I guess it is easy to be critical of as a sport from the outside, but from the inside, what a great test of physical and mental courage, determination, stamina, and the rest.
You're not wrong.
Final half-minute round number 11, the championship round.
Nakamura still firing away. Oh, big punches. Nakamura comes back. Pradeep Singh with a beautiful left hook right hand.
Looks shaky again. Does Nakamura still throwing out the gloves in hope, if nothing more.
He only knows one way to fight this guy.
It's hard to imagine that either guy can step it up to another level for the 12th and final round, because it has been fought at a very good pace from the outset.
It sure has, Andy, and we're going to see fireworks in the 12th. They're going to go down to the wire, these two. He's going to be glad when it's over, Pradeep Singh.
3 minutes. More like this. Yes, we got more water. What do you do? Some more water? Hey, 3 minutes. Hey, you in front. Right, we're going to finish the round. Just hold on. Finish the round. Finish the fight stronger, okay? Mouth guard. Mouth guard.
Seconds out, 12th and final round.
We are doing it for the vacant OPBF middleweight title. Pradeep Singh, the undefeated, a former Indian, now Aussie, is playing host to Eiji Nakamura. We believe Singh has dominated, unofficially that is, and it has come down to this. Two warriors that have put on an incredible exhibition of spirited contest.
Eiji Nakamura certainly showing the spirit of the Japanese warrior. He's been relentless, and he's putting him together here in the 12th and final round, finishing strongly, opening strongly in the 12th.
You're only ever one punch away from a victory. I don't know if Nakamura has that one shot to stop Singh.
I wouldn't think so, but he's just going to he's going to try right down to the final bell.
Appears unlikely, though, that Singh's got the one shot to stop Nakamura.
Yeah, I think at this stage he's... I'd be shocked if I saw Singh put Nakamura away. He's soaked up everything that Singh got for over 11 rounds, and other than the second round, really, you know, hasn't been in serious trouble.
Still throwing punches is Nakamura, and still finding the target. I don't think there's a lot of purpose in the punch of Nakamura, because Pradeep Singh isn't that badly marked. There are a few little bumps and bruises, but for the amount of times he has been hit, it should be a whole lot worse.
I know for one thing, Pradeep's he's going to win the fight, but I'll tell you what, he's going to be glad to hear the final bell, and our visitor's face is going to look like it's going to look very ordinary tomorrow, or even after the fight, but they always get worse overnight. He's going to be... Both of his eyes are going to be nearly closed, I reckon.
Look like a 3D roadmap of the Himalayan mountains.
Coming up to a minute remaining, the 12th and final championship round for the OPBF middleweight championship.
I hope you've enjoyed it wherever you are, at your local pub or at home, watching us around Australia on Fox Sports.
Certainly given their money's worth, these guys.
The in-house crowd, corporate and general admission public, have thoroughly enjoyed what they've seen.
The crowd right into this fight.
They'll get a standing ovation, these two, at the end of this, rightfully so. The opening 2 rounds, it appeared, it wasn't going to be a case of if but when for young Pradeep Singh, and Eiji Nakamura has held on amazingly and stayed right in the face of the undefeated young Australian. And now, 35 minutes after they started, they stand there and still trade blow for desperation. Still there. One shot per man. What a fight. What an end to the night. And they are standing and applauding here at Fort Knox. We hope you appreciate it too on your sports leader Fox Sports. This is big time boxing, as good as it gets around Australia.
A great contest. The Japanese guy thinks he's won it, but I can't see it. No way, no.
A very enjoyable OPBF middleweight title match. They are still standing and cheering here at Fort Knox. Pradeep Singh, he will leave here a far better boxer and a far more mature boxer than the young man that walked in here 10-0. He'll probably walk out, it appears, 11-0. But a far more mature and far more complete young man. It is the biggest test of Singh's young career.
Yep, he was taken into territory that he'd never, ever been in before, and he really did look like he was struggling at times, but credit to him, he's gotten through it. Totally exhausted at the 12th bell.
There is Nakamura. Eiji from Osaka, Japan, has given it his absolute. Murray Thompson, a quiet word, a quiet whisper in the ear of Pradeep Singh. A new belt for the winner. Let's go centre ring.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how about another big round of applause? You can't get better action than that. No fear. Beyond the call of duty. We have a unanimous points decision. Judge Takeshi Shimakaka from Japan has it 117 to 111. Judge Gus Mercurio 118 to 111. Final card, Mizanika Williams 116 to 113. Your winner and the new OPBF middleweight champion comes from the blue corner, Pradeep Singh.
Very happy Pradeep Singh, and he has got every reason to be. And a very respectful Eiji Nakamura as the crowd cheers both of these young men on a first-class exhibition.
The crowd giving the Japanese warrior a standing ovation. Incredibly gutsy effort.
Nakamura will go home. Ton of respect from down under. He certainly has ours. He was battered, he was beaten, he was broken, and he said, I'll fight on. But the winner is Pradeep Singh. What a night here on Big Time Boxing. The hand raised in victory by Gus Mercurio. It started a couple of hours ago now. Let's recap exactly what transpired as the two young men once more shake hands after an incredible war. We started at bantamweight. Georgia Cady was the winner via unanimous points decision over Bethany Davis at bantamweight. Sean Connell defeated William Hadlow by unanimous points decision in their rematch. Also going to the judges' scorecard was Chris Collard, who defeated Yonchinoi Samaki. From there, we saw the professional debut of Heath Ellis, who was a KO winner in round number 2 over Shane Green. What a performance, Barry Michael.
Yes, he certainly looked explosive, young Heath Ellis. There it is, a vicious rip and vicious hooks, and the left hook, there it is. One shot knockout.
Down to the ribs, up high, it was over. Hands raised in victory. Paul Tapley was a winner by split decision over Frank Laporto. We thought it was all in favour of Tapley. Split decision, the right man won. Fado Onankiki was a winner via TKO of Naraharu Iwatani. That was second round, 2 minutes 36 inside. And Onakiki was just quite simply in a class above.
Incredible power on Akiki.
That's the reason the match was stopped. The cut over the right eye just far too severe. Onakiki continues on his winning way. And winner via unanimous points decision and new OPBF middleweight champion, it is Pradeep Singh over Eiji Nakamura. A 12-round war and something you'll see on the Fox Sports highlights reel in the years to come. Our congratulations to Pradeep Singh.